Hey everyone, welcome back to Caesar's Freedom Stead. If you love freedom, go ahead and hit that subscribe and like button if you like this content. Today we're going to take you on one of our goals for this fall and for the winter is we're going to go ahead and get started our winter garden, and we'll show you some of the things that you can grow for the winter, for the cold weather, and just kind of keep that rhythm going so you get that experience so you can start in the spring full swing. And what we're going to do is we're going to build some raised beds as well, some natural raised beds from trees, and we'll go ahead and fill it with some dirt, and then we'll go through the planting.
Okay, so we decided to go ahead and get a tree off the land and show you guys how you can build a garden bed from, if you have a lot of trees in your property, go ahead and get one of those. We'll show you how to do that for free. Now Brandon is getting ready to cut down a tree. We went ahead and chose one that's not too big for right now. It is our first one that we are going to cut and actually make into a garden bed. We've cut some smaller ones, but this will be one that hopefully it's good size for the garden bed, and then eventually we will cut some bigger ones, but we just want to start small and just show you our process. So come with us. Alright, we went with this water oak right there, and it's because it looked like it was one of the longest, more straight trees. Now there is a pine right behind it, right next to it, and we may get that one next. So this is going to be the first one.
Alright everyone, here's the first part here. This is about 8 feet. I think we're gonna make it 8 by 4. So here's the first piece. Okay, bring it over here. Alright everyone, here's the other 8 foot piece here. And we're gonna go ahead and put it down with this other one here. Alright everyone, looks like we have everything that we need here. Like we said, we're just going to build a raised bed from some natural wood here. As you can see, we have thousands of trees on the property. So we just picked some that kind of fit the description of what we want it to look like. And some of these we're going to be stacking on each other to kind of make the whole thing uniform. So you can make a raised bed however you want. You can use it from the wood you buy at the store. We're gonna go ahead, this is one of our experiments we like to do out here, just trying something different. So we're gonna go ahead and use this to build a raised bed. Okay everyone, this is where we're gonna put it at right here. We're gonna put it long ways, so the 8 footers that you saw me putting down, we're gonna put them long ways this way. And we're gonna go ahead and just make our tree garden bed over here. This is our main spring garden here. Everything's pretty much gone. There's a couple tomatoes still here. We're gonna rip them out. And the best way to get rid of these before you rip them out is to go ahead and just eat the tomatoes that are on there. Right now, as you're doing a video on YouTube, just go ahead and eat them. And so then we're gonna get rid of it. And we'll go ahead and put our stuff right here.
right, got the other one. So here we go. It is 8 by 4, and we're going to go ahead, and since we are going to add more dirt on here, we're just going to go ahead and kind of till it with our shovel and backhoe, and then add the dirt to it. So the main purpose of this is to just keep a clear line. We still want to use the ground, and we are still going to add fertilizer, new dirt on here, but mainly to be able to keep a border line and keep all the weeds out of there, and just help us walk better in the garden and keep it a lot better. So on a budget. So that's what matters, and that's what we're going to show you. We're going to see if it works, and if it works. If it doesn't work, you will know, and you will know if this is something that you want to try. Now, a better idea, if you are planning ahead of time, is to do this, and then if you have a chicken coop that is about this size, put it right on here. Let the chickens do the work for you. They will fertilize it, they will scratch it up for you, and you have to do not much work, but planting and adding some good soil for your plants. Alright, you guys, so once again I am emphasizing the importance of having chickens in your homestead. Now, this would have probably taken them, I don't know, about a day or two to scratch up and just dig it all up and eat whatever's in there. But saves you some time, and you could always do something else while they're working out here, or you can multiply it and make a lot more beds. So for next year, we will be planning on making a chicken coop that is about this size, so that whenever we are done with the garden beds, we can put the chickens in there. And we're going to try and stick to 4 by 8s or 8 by 4s as far as garden size, so that we can move those chickens around so that they can till it and fertilize it. Okay, so now what we are going to do is we're going to put posts in each corner, so 4 posts, and I'm gonna put them so that whenever it gets cold, we can just throw a plastic tarp over it, and it'll keep our plants warm and away from the frost so that they won't die when it's cold. So we'll go ahead and do that now. That way we're not doing it last minute whenever it gets super cold. Alright, this one. Alright, so there you have it. We have put 4 posts in each corner, and we have a net, so if we ever have any bird problems, we can throw a net over it. And we also have that plastic tarp, that plastic that we use for our greenhouse, and we can throw that over it as well.
All right, so right here, we're gonna use some, we're gonna supplement the dirt that's on the floor here on the ground and supplement it with our compost dirt that we have. We have a little bit left here that we created. So we're just gonna reuse this compost dirt. We're gonna put a little bit of raised bed dirt from the store with this as well. And don't forget, even if you get some fertilized dirt from the store, it never hurts to put down some animal manure for fertilizer here. And for some of y'all who have been watching this for a while, we have 2 silver fox rabbits out there, black ones. And we use their rabbit manure on all of our gardening, and we're gonna go ahead and mix it in here as well. Because with the rabbit manure, you don't have to let it sit for a while like chicken manure does. It's really hot, so you don't want to put chicken manure on anything right away, but rabbit you can. So we're going to go ahead and mix that in here as well to accelerate that growth and nutrients. Okay, so we have our raised bed soil from the store. We have our rabbit manure inside the big bucket. And so we're gonna go ahead and spread this out, put the raised bed soil on, and we're gonna mix in the animal fertilizer from our rabbits. One of the most relaxing things you can do is gardening. So go ahead and give it a try. If you haven't already, if you just watch these videos and you find them really helpful or relaxing, go ahead and try it yourself. It's really fun to do and relaxing. Get your mind off of work and the stresses of work and your daily routine. So it's great to do. Definitely start gardening. I just really like to moisten the area first before we start planting seeds. We're going to direct seed today. We're not going to plant in egg cartons or any planters. We're just going to direct seed. So to see how that goes inside of our raised bed here. So typically when the spring comes, we'll use the egg cartons and the planters because we could do a whole bunch at one time, put it in the greenhouse, give us a good start. But conditions are really good right now. It's not too cold yet or anything like that. So we're just going to direct seed, and we'll probably cover it with some sort of metal fence so that birds don't get the seeds. But we're just going to direct seed today.
Lettuce.
Okay, so we're going to go ahead and see what we're going to use here for our winter garden, fall/winter garden. It's October right now, so it's not quite winter yet. And it doesn't quite get too cold here until probably about mid-December. It starts getting really cold. But just cover up your fruits and vegetables with like a raised tunnel or something like that, just to keep them from getting hit with that frost. But our first frost ain't for a while, so let's see what we got here. So definitely no tomatoes. The good rule of thumb is your leafy greens. So Swiss chard, we have some growing in the back here already, but we're going to go ahead and plant some more just to get more started. We love eating it. Right here, our lettuce. Well, let me go ahead and show you guys a little bit more. So we're going to plant that lettuce, our Swiss chard. Get some carrots going on in there. And do we have beets? Let's try those beets again. Yeah, let's try those again. We're gonna try these. I'm gonna try doing some beets. So we'll go ahead and give that a chance here. Onions. Oh, turnips. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and give it some turnips a try for the winter garden.
Different Swiss chard, or is it the same one?
Let's see. No, it's a different one. These are ruby. Yeah, let's try 2 different ones. All right, we're gonna try 2 different kinds of Swiss chard. This one is the ruby. We're gonna try those ones. And the one I just showed you was the mixed colors there. So we're gonna try both of those. So we'll see which one does the best with the winter garden here. And that's about it, huh? I think that's about it. Do we have any broccoli or anything? No, no broccoli. Okay. Oh, maybe we should try some onions again. All right, just for fun, we're gonna try to do some onions. We never have luck with onions. I've tried to watch videos on how to grow onions from other channels, and I do exactly how they show it, and I still can't grow a dang onion. But we're gonna try it in our bed.
All right, so we finally got it all set up. We had these extra, what do you call them, branches laying around, so I decided why not separate what we have, just kind of make it a little bit more organized. So we just laid them down just like that, and we decided we want to do carrots on this side with radishes. This will be lettuce.
And right here we're gonna have the beets, and we're gonna have the turnips in this one. And then over here, we're gonna put the 2 different kinds of Swiss chard over here. So that's gonna be our small winter garden here. Maybe ask him, why aren't you planting kale? We got a whole ton of kale still growing back here. So we don't have to grow kale. So we got plenty of kale in the back. So that's gonna be our setup. Now we're gonna go ahead and sow that seed.
All right, so you can either use your hands or you can use like a small stick. So I'm just gonna use my finger to put them in there, and I will make the little holes first, and then I'll put the seeds in there. The radishes grow really good in this ground, and they grow super fast, so we'll show that progress.
Okay everyone, and there you have it. We built a raised bed here just from a tree that we just cut down, and put some of the branches right here in the middle, kind of have some dividers in there for the different seeds that we planted in there. So that's as simple as that. Just get some dirt and get some branches, cut down a tree like we did, and you just create it just like that. This is about 4 inches deep, and so that's plenty of room right here for this garden bed, because we kind of loosened up the ground underneath. And so once it grows through this dirt right here, it's going to go ahead and go into the ground. The ground is nice and rich in minerals and vitamins as well, from when we had this whole area here fertilized from our chickens earlier in the spring. So this is good. It is awesome. Go ahead and try building that raised bed at home. It took a little bit of time, but I mean, it's definitely worth it. So that's our winter garden. And so we'll keep you guys updated as everything grows. So it's going to take a little bit of time, but we'll definitely keep you guys updated on our nice little homemade garden bed here.
And we'll wrap it up. Thank you all so much for joining us today here at Caesar's Freedomstead, and we'll see you on the next one.
All right. Don't forget to subscribe and like, and we'll keep you updated. See you next time.
Bye.